From Upper Michigan Source, this is your Sports on Demand for Sunday, January 5th. I'm Mike Ludlum. Everybody needed extra stamina Sunday at the U.S. Cross Country Ski Championships on the Michigan Tech trails. Classical distance races took place, and we'll start with the men. Lots of still photographers, for some reason, are needed to shoot this race. "92 skiers began the race, with 87 finishing the 30-kilometer event, 4 loops, each 7.5 kilometers. Former NMU skiers led the way during the first lap. Number 5 in front is former Wildcat Adam Martin of Craftsbury Green Racing. Number 7 in red on the left is former NMU skier Ian Torchia of the Stratton Mountain School in Vermont. And number 3 in the mix somewhere in red, former Wildcat Kyle Brotrude, representing Stratton Mountain School Team 2. Snow so fine, it didn't bother me one little bit. The women would disagree later, and I understand why. 24 skiers were still in the front pack about halfway through the race. In the final 40 meters, number 2, Eric Bjornsson of Alaska Pacific had the lead. Former Wildcat Kyle Brotrude was second, and that's how they finished. Bjornsson's time, 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 34 seconds flat. Brotrude was 3.5 seconds later. Torchia was third and Martin fifth, so 3 former Wildcats in the top 5.
I think we were all trying to ski efficiently and make sure that we had, energy for that last 5 minutes where you really just start giving it everything.
It's not my best event, but it was fun to be second to such a strong skier, and fun to have a former teammate in third as well. My current teammate, but former Wildcat.
It started snowing probably the last laps, the last 7.5K, and that's when the moves started being made. I made a couple moves, my teammate made a couple moves, and 3 of us broke away and started cramping up in the triceps a little bit the last lap, but last K going into the finish. But yeah, it's a great help to have raced here all throughout being a Wildcat for 5 years, and I'm happy to be back.
Current Wildcat Kettle Bonnarud was 8th in the race, while Michigan Tech's Reed Goebel was 17th. Now to the women's 20-kilometer race, where the snow increased in intensity. Bib 101 was Friday's freestyle distance winner Haley Swerble of Alaska Pacific. She grabbed the early lead. There was a 20-kilometer event, 4 loops around a 5-kilometer course. Still in the first lap, Swerble leads. Being pursued, though, by 106, former NMU Wildcat and former Olympian Rosie Frankowski, and 103 in pink, Finland's Riitta-Liisa Ropinen, who was third in Friday's freestyle.
Good job. Good job. Alison, good job. Stay on the drive, your full drive.
62 racers started and 58 completed the women's race. I apologize. Camera problems prevented me from getting a better shot at the finish. You still should be able to tell Haley Swerble of Alaska Pacific won her second straight race, 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 6.7 seconds. Caitlin Patterson of Craftsbury Green Racing was the runner-up, with Ropinen third for the second straight distance race. Former NMU Wildcat Rosie Frankowski right there in 5th place, 37.4 seconds behind Swerble. Michigan Tech's Henriette Sem was 18th, her teammate Amanda Kautzer was 19th, and NMU's Katarina Hinsikova was 26th. Catching up with college hockey over the weekend because teams were very far away from home. Michigan Tech lost Saturday to Arizona State 4-3, but yesterday Logan Pietila, a game-winning goal with 2:05 remaining, and the Huskies get the split 3-2. Meanwhile, Lake Superior State, even far away in Alaska Anchorage. Lakers lost 2-0 on Saturday, but Max Humans had 2 goals on Sunday, and it was a victory for the Lakers, splitting the series 5-3. And the Chicago Blackhawks scored the last 4 goals of the game to defeat the Detroit Red Wings 4-2.